All right. Good afternoon, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So this is the last Wednesday of July. So that's kind of depressing. The summer is just flying by. Okay. So I'm just going to wait a second, see if anybody pops on, and see if I can get this to show up on my iPad. So just give me a minute or two. Okay, that's good. All right, so my name is Judy Menlove, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. So I hope you're having a wonderful day today. It's still quite warm. I think it's pretty warm throughout North America. Yeah, it's pretty warm everywhere. So yeah, I hope you're managing to stay cool. I don't know. I did hear something about the weather's supposed to break tonight and maybe not be quite so hot and humid, which would be nice. So I have no announcements. Well, actually, starting August 5th, which I believe is Tuesday. So I will mention it now because I won't talk to you again until Wednesday. So starting August 5th, there is a 15% discount on products that contain any one of the new 5 end colors. Don't ask me what they are. Okay, so we have Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, Something Cloud, Secret Sea, just a minute, let me look. Oh yeah, Darling Duckling and Cloud Cover. So anyways, there's a 15% discount on any of those products. So there's some DSP that contains those colors. So they will be also on sale. The cardstock in those 5 colors. The blends, cardstock blends, ink. If you need some ink pads or some ink refills. All of that will be available. So on the 5th, there'll be a little section if you go to stampinup.ca that will show you everything that will be discounted, the 15%. Okay, so that's Tuesday that starts. And you know what? And I have no idea how long it's running for. I don't know if it's a couple of days or until the end of the month. If anybody that's watching knows, send me a quick message and I can pass it on. Because I want to say it's going for till the end of the month, but I can't remember. I'm sorry. I will look it up after and put something in the comments so that you know. All right, so today, that's all I have for announcements. So today I'm just going to make one card. It's going to be a fancy fold card, which I don't normally do for my Facebook Lives, but anyways, I thought it would just be kind of fun to do something like that. So this particular card I cased from Laura Stranks, Stranks, She is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. So I saw some of her cards that she made with this, and I thought, oh, that looks quite nice. I think I'm going to try that. So anyway, that's what I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to turn the camera down and we will get started. All right, hang on. Just looking for that little button to push. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right. There we go. Oh, and I will put a light on so to try and get rid of some of the shadows. I feel like I'm losing my voice today. All right, so here's the card we're going to make. It's a little bit, I'm going to make it in different colors. So it looks like that, and you open it up like that. And this is called a double Z or double Z, depending on where you live, double Z card or double Z because it goes Z, right? And then there's a little thing at the back so you can sign your name there. I really think I'm going to lose my voice. Anyways, okay. I will get started. So I'm going in a different color. So I'm going to do this in Mossy Meadow. This one was done in Timid Tiger. And the paper is the Floral Charm. And I'm going to be using the Floral Charm again, but a different pattern. Okay. And I'm also, along with the Floral Charm, the Charming Days stamp set and Charming Days dies. Well, I'm only using one die, but okay. So, okay, this is the only card I've made like this, so I'm really kind of winging it. So keep your fingers crossed that I can do this. All right, so I have my little cheat notes here. So you need an 11 by 7.5 base. So we're going to open this up. Move that out of the way there. So we all know this is 11 and this is 8.5. So you can cut 1 inch off the edge. Hang on, I got something in my eye. Sorry. All right. Or you can go this way and do it at 7.5. And I'm going to go this way and do it at 7.5. That's not right. Just a minute. I want to go this way. Right? Because I need 11 inches. Okay, 7.5. All right. And then I can fold this back in. And we're going to score on the long side, which is the 11-inch side. And we're going to score this at 1 3/4. I need to move my stuff out of here. 1 3/4. Oh, got my cutting blade out of the way. And this is why I like this trimmer, the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, because it does have the cutting blade and the scoring blade. So 1 3/4 and 3.5. And then we're just going to turn it 90 degrees, 180 degrees, pardon me. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So 1.5, no, 1 3/4. 1 3/4 and 3.5. 3.5. I think I cut that piece a little crooked, but hopefully it will do. 3.5. Okay. So you've got 4 score lines there. Okay. And then you're going to cut on the short side, you're going to cut 2 1-inch strips off. So we're going to mark this at the 1-inch mark. I'll pull that down a little bit. The 1-inch mark, and we're going to cut that off. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to do one more at the 1-inch mark. And we're going to cut that off. And then I think we're done with the trimmer. So you should be left with an 11 piece by 5.5. And that's what it is. So that was good. All right. Let me just move this up just a smidge here. Okay. So now I'm going to fold this. Let me see what I'm doing here. This is going to go like a Z. So we're going to fold over here, and then we're going to fold over there. All right. And mine never lines up properly, but it's close enough. And we're going to take the bone folder and give it a good crease. And this side. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to fold it like a Z. Okay. Give that a good crease, and this one a good crease. And then you're going to have this center here. Okay. And then you're going to take your 2 pieces that you already scored that you cut off. And we're just going to take the scissors. And so you've got 1 score line here and 1 score line here, and you're going to cut those off. And I'm just going to make sure I cut it off on the other side of the score, because there's a little bit of an indentation, and you don't want to have that. And you're going to do the same thing with the other piece. So I'm just going to cut it to the left of that score line. Okay. All right. And then we're going to fold this again like the Z. And we're going to give that a good crease as well. and on this side. And then we're going to do the same with this. Make it into a Z or Z, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give that a nice crease. Okay. All right, so now I have taken a piece of, let me bring in all these pieces I've already cut so you can see. So this is a designer series paper I'm going to use, okay, which I really like this paper. And again, this is from the Floral Charm DSP. So I've got two pieces that are 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. Okay, I'll just put that there. So 2 by 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. All right. And then I wanted to take a matching color. So I decided to use a Timid Tiger, and that's on the other side. And you're going to need 2 of those also at 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. Okay. Because these ones are going to go on the outside here, and the Timid Tiger ones are going to go on the inside there. Okay. So you want a different pattern. Okay, then you're going to need 2 each of 2 1/8 by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and if it's directional, which mine is, you're going to want to make sure that you cut it the right way so that your flowers are not going this way, because they're going to go along here. So you want to make sure that they're cut the right way. Okay, so that's that. And you're going to need 4 1 1/2 by 3/4 inches. Okay, and those are all cut there. All right, now you can use either side. You could cut them in whatever you wanted. This just happens to be Mossy Meadow on the other side, but you can use whatever you want, obviously, since it's your card. Okay, and then you're going to need basic white, 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so that'll be for this piece inside. And then if you want to do the back piece, that is 5 by 3 1/2. Okay. All right. So now we've got all that. Let's see if I can put this together. All right. So I'm going to start by gluing these on. No, I'm not. Good thing. See, it's a good thing I pay attention to what I do sometimes, because I get very confused very easily. All right, what I want to do actually is put these on first. Okay, so I have to figure out how this goes. So just bear with me a minute. I might have folded this the wrong way. That way. And what did I do wrong? That way. Okay. I know, don't you love it when you're watching somebody and they don't know what they're doing? That's me, don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is going to go down here like this. So your long piece is going to go attached here. All right, and then this little piece, so the fold is going to come down like that, and then this piece is going to be glued right there, like that. Okay, so that's going to be glued, and that's going to be glued. And I want to do that before I put the paper on. So I'm actually just going to put a bit of glue here, so I don't go past. And then I'll put a bit of glue here too, on that part. Okay, so I'm going to put this on first. So you're going to want to make sure that you line up the edges nicely. Okay, and then this one, you're going to put just to the inside of the crease. If you put it on the crease, it may not fold over. So you want to put it just to the left of the crease of the score line. There we go. So So that looks like that. And there we go. Okay, and then we're going to do this side. So again, that one's going to go like that. You're going to glue there, and then you're going to glue this piece over there. Okay, so I'm just going to put a bit of glue here so I don't go past. And I think I'll actually just do this one first, because when I did both of them, it was a little too confusing. So I'll just do one at a time. So now you can use the adhesive if you want. You can use tear and tape. I'm just going to use the glue. Whatever you're most comfortable with. All right, and again, you're just going to put it to the inside of the score line. I have to pick this up so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. I don't know, for some reason that looks crooked. Oh, that's better. Yep, it wasn't lined up properly. Okay, so then that goes, and this will fit in a regular size envelope. I think I kind of folded this wrong. Okay, like that. Okay, he's not sticking yet. He's crooked. I don't know what I did wrong here. This is all crooked. I'm not really sure what I did. I wonder if I cut this crooked. Hang on, I'm just trying to fix it. Trying to fix it. See how it's up there? It's not supposed to be up there like that. So I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe I folded it wrong. Okay, it's gonna do. All right. Okay, so now we can glue. So now I'm gonna go back and grab this piece. And make sure you put it on the right way and not upside down. So it's just gonna go like that. And give it a nice press. Yeah, Kathy, if you want the measurements, you can, sometime in the evening, sometime either tonight or tomorrow, I will load it, put all the measurements and everything on my blog, which is judyspapercrafts.ca. So you can get all the measurements from there. And we're going to do the other side. Yeah, this one's probably, I did something wrong, but I don't know what I did wrong. So this one is not going to fit that well. Maybe that's up a little bit. I'm still trying to move it. Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. I should have made more and practiced more. All right, anyways, okay, so these ones are going on the inside. So we're just going to glue these. Besides which, you know, if everything was perfect, then, you know, it wouldn't be any fun, right? I don't know if these are upside down or sideways. I don't think it really matters. Okay, so we're just gonna slide that in there, line that up. And that's already in there, so we'll just push that down. And then we'll do this one. I don't know which way it goes. So just slide that in there and line that one up like that. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take these two long pieces, which were 1.5 by 3/4 of an inch, I believe. Let me just double check. Nope, these are 2 1/8 by 3/4 of an inch. And these are going to go here. Okay, So we'll just add them on. You know, I think I've actually got a hair in my eye because it's still driving me nuts. Okay, and then this one will go up here. I think I'll put him this way. And it's just kind of lined up right where that seam is. There we go. Okay, and then these 4 little pieces here. These are 4. These are 3/4 of an inch by 1.5. Okay, so we're just going to put them on. One. And 2. So anything new and exciting going on with you guys? We booked a cruise, so we're going in, when are we going? January? Mid-January, we're going to do a cruise in the Caribbean. So I'm looking forward to that. Not right now, but I will be in the winter. When it's cold here, I'll be looking forward to getting away for a while. And we'll put this one the other way. So that one goes there. All right. Okay, so the middle, where did I do, where's my weight pieces? Here they are. Okay, so the middle piece, we're going to do a bit of stamping now. Just going to bring my silicone mat in and move these over there like that. Okay, and I'm going to use a happy birthday because you can never have enough birthday cards. I already have that out. And I think I'm going to stamp this. I've got a couple of flowers I made and I did them in the Berry Burst. I think I'm actually going to stamp this in Berry Burst as soon as I find what I did with my ink. I found it. Or maybe I won't. Yeah, I will. All right. Ink that up. And the Berry Burst. Just like that. I have a wee bit of a smudge there, but so be it. And then I'm just going to take these little, whatever they are, whatever they are, and I'm just going to ink them up in the green, in the Mossy Meadow. So I like one over there, and one there, and one in the middle there. Just like that. And then I'm just going to, so like I said, you don't have to do that. You can just put happy birthday and then you can write your wishes on here. I'm just going to put that in there like that, and then I'm going to sign it on the back. So we'll just put that there. Center that. Looks pretty good. There we go. So it will close like that. Okay. All right, and I'm just going to do the back. So, and again, this piece was 5 by 3.5. Yep. And I've cut out a couple of these flowers, and I don't want you to watch me color them for an hour, but I will show you how I did that. So going to ink this flower up. And I really don't even know which way this flower goes. I don't know if it goes this way or that way. But I'm thinking, because usually this goes the right way, I'm thinking it goes that way, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put it down here. And I'm going to do this in the Berry Burst and the leaves in Mossy Meadow. So I just took the dark, no, this is the light. I took the dark, and let me move this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I just kind of flicked this up a little bit and did around the edges. And then just did around the edges and just kind of flicked it up. And then did the same thing with this one. Flicked it up. And this one. And then the last one. Okay, and then I took the light and just colored it in at the other end and just kind of moved it down to blend it. And just kind of blended it in here. And just colored it in. Doesn't have to be perfect. I am definitely not a perfect colorer. So that was that. Then I took the color lifter and I just kind of went like that. Just along the very outside, just to make it a little bit softer even, a little bit weighter. And then I just went along the very edge to see if I could get even more color out. Okay, so just like that. And I did the same thing with the leaves. I colored them in the dark first. Just colored that little vein in the leaf. And then just kind of colored, I don't know, you just kind of wing it. It always seems to look pretty good no matter what you do. I love these blends. All right, and then I took the light one. Again, this was Mossy Meadow, and the flowers were Berry Burst. And we're just going to blend it in. I'll just blend it in. And then you can still take your color lifter and still do just a little bit. I just want to do a little bit at the ends here. There we go. And then I think we'll put some Wink of Stella on it, because you have to have Wink of Stella on a flower, right? But I did forget the center. So I'm using Timid Tiger, and I'm just dabbing. So there probably will be a little bit of white there. That's it. Finish coloring my flowers here. So you can see how it's a little bit lighter at the end here after I use the color lifter. I think I need a new Wink of Stella. And we'll do the inside too. There we go. Okay, so that's kind of what that looks like. Okay, and then what else did I do on that one? Yes, I did another one of these. Yeah, I think I'll do that in the Mossy Meadow. I just gotta wipe my stamp off. No, I don't, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it with the flower. The one flower, that's it. Just like that. We'll just put that on. You can decorate it however you want. Yeah, so after I colored these flowers, I just die cut them with the appropriate die. So this was a Charming Days dies, and this is the die that cuts it. Okay, easy peasy. All right, so that's on there. That's on there, and that's pretty much it. Can put some, oh no, I still have to put my flowers on. Forgot. So I was going to put some flowers on here. Oh, can't get them up. So I have the purple, but I also did some in the Timid Tiger. But I think the Timid Tiger kind of gets lost. I don't know. What do you think? I kind of like that. I think I like this better. It just pops it more. I find the Timid, because there's so much orange on here, so I'm just going to use the Timid Tiger. All right. So you're going to want to make sure that you don't put the glue all over, because you just kind of want it, actually I want it down here. You just kind of want it hanging over a little bit. So again, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here and here. And once it's on, I can add some more if I need to. So I'll just put it there like that. Just going to hold it there for a second. Make sure no glue came in on the other side. And I think I'll put a little bit of glue right there. Because it needs a little bit of glue there. And I think that will be just fine. And then we'll do one over on this side. So again, we're just going to put a little bit of glue along here. Oops. Hope that's not too much. And we'll just kind of put it there like that. We'll just hold that for a minute. And then it's going to need some more glue there where that leaf is. I'm just going to put a little dot there. And need some more glue over here too. So again, I just started with, you know, along the edge, and then I just added some glue as I went. There. Yeah, I like the purple better. All right, so there is your card. This is crooked. I don't know why. Obviously, I did something wrong. I think it must have been the way I've folded it here. Anyways, you get the gist of it. Hopefully yours will turn out better than mine. So there you go. And then you open that up, and let me move this up a little bit. Stay. So it just stands like that. So I thought it was quite nice. And there's the other one I made. So you can decide which one you like better. I do have some gems I can put on here. I've got the Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. So these are the Berry Bursts. They come in Berry Burst, Night of Navy, and Petal Pink. So I'm just going to throw some Berry Burst on here. Maybe one there. I don't know that you can actually see them that well, but I'll throw them on anyways. And I'll put one over here. And one more. One more. Because you have to do 3, right? Put one over here. I don't actually know if I really even like them, because you can't really see them. But anyways, they're on. So, all right, that's my card. That's all I got today. I hope you liked the card. I hope you're going to give it a try. Because it was fun. Hope you won't. Hope yours will be. This is what it's supposed to be like. See, you fold it and it folds all nice and everything matches up. Mine doesn't match up. Again, I don't know what I did wrong. So I will play with this and see if I can fix it. Because it's really bothering me that it doesn't work. I think it's this fold here. Anyways, I will play with that later. Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for joining me today. I do appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you back here. Thank you so much, Kathy. Glad you liked it. And like I said, if you go to judyspapercrafts.ca, after I have time to upload it all and do it, which may be tonight or tomorrow, then all the dimensions will be there. Or you can take a quick photo of this, and that will be there too. Okay, that's it. I'll see you next week. You guys have a great week. I hope you manage to stay cool. Oh yeah, it's a long weekend, so have a good long weekend. And we'll see you back here next week. All right, take care. Bye-bye now.